Today I'm going to talk about thoughts and emotions, their significance in performance, the dynamics of the relationship, and an actor's job in relation to sharing thoughts and emotions within a story. Okay, so an actor's job basically is to tell the story of the character within the overall story. Quite often, beginner actors try and take on the burden of telling the entire story of the entire play in every moment of performance, uh, which is pretty much getting rid of the tension. It's their eagerness to explain, to express the whole story, and in that process, they feel that emoting or being emotionally engaged at all times, irrespective of performance technique, is the job. And this is where all kinds of problems and confusions start to arise from that process. So let's look at a process that might be a little bit more director friendly, story friendly, and audience friendly. Because just emoting as an actor, just portraying emotions, can become a little bit redundant, and it's not as engaging an actor might think, um, because it's basically saying, "Look, I'm going through all these emotions, and watch me. Look how clever I am." Well, that really is not taking care of the audience. In order to take care of the audience, you need to share the entire story. You need to play your role within the overall story. Okay, it's not all about you, it's about the entire story. Even if it's a one person show, it's not just about you, it's about the entire story of that one person, which may even be you. So, this is a very delicate point, and it really needs to be explored by actors. Because otherwise, it makes the difference between indulgent performance or an engaging performance, a powerful performance or a performance that's just showing off, I can cry. Now, the relationship between thoughts and emotions, what could they be? Quite often, people jump to portraying the emotion. When they look at a piece of text, they decide that's what the character is feeling, that's what the character is going, and my job is to portray that. Well, I beg to differ. I believe thoughts come first, and emotions can be most often a byproduct of those thoughts. Um, and so to jump to just portraying the emotion is denying the intricacies and the detail that the thought process has to go through. And therefore, the performance becomes a little bit more shallow. It may seem like an emotional performance, but actually doesn't engage the audience as much as if an actor actually engages in the thoughts and allows the emotions to reveal themselves they as and when they do, without forcing them, without planning to express emotions. Okay. When we're watching a performance as an audience member, we don't want to just see just generic emotional colors. And that tends to happen quite often with beginning actors, uh, because what they do is they go from rage to remorse to sadness to joy, and they feel like if I just sort of express that, uh, I'm doing a good job. Well, no, the reality is that we get involved in, as I said, the detail of what the character is going through and how it affects them manifests itself, of course, in their actions, but also in their emotional reactions. Now, those are in flux all the time. They shift. They have many more nuances naturally that as actors we can encapsulate in a premeditated, prepared performance. Therefore, you've got to rely on the idea that your person, your body, your mind, your soul, your emotions will respond accordingly if you're open to those thoughts, and therefore convey the appropriate sort of step by step spontaneous messages to the audience. And that's what engages an audience member. We need to discover, we need to find out. We don't like to be told what you're feeling or what you're thinking. The idea of discovering what a character is thinking and feeling engages us in the story of the character, and therefore there is tension between the character and the context, the environment, and the storyline, and that keeps us going because we're always trying to second guess. If we're denied that process, we are just distant, detached, and just observing a performance, and we see it as a performance, and so therefore we're not fully engaged. If what I've said resonates with you, please check out my website, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also set up a free initial consultation session. Thank you.